Hi, and welcome to another edition of Monday Mandarin's Word of the Week. This week's Word of the Week is 崇洋媚外.
崇洋媚外
崇洋媚外.
崇洋媚外
And it means xenophilia or xenophile. What is that, you may ask? Well, the word exists in English, but it's very rarely used because the concept is almost unheard of. But a xenophile is the opposite of a xenophobe. So, whereas a xenophobe is someone who's prejudiced against all things foreign, a xenophile is someone who's prejudiced in favor of all things foreign. So, first we'll look at a couple of sample sentences, and then we'll delve into the history, how and why this became a phenomenon in Chinese society. Number one, 现代的年轻人太崇洋媚外。
现代的年轻人太崇洋媚外
Today's young people are too xenophilic. Today's youngsters worship foreign things too much. Sample sentence number two, 我喜欢金色头发，我有点崇洋媚外。
我喜欢金色头发，我有点崇洋媚外
I like blonde hair. I'm a little bit of a xenophile. So it's a four-character expression, which is of course very common in Chinese and is probably the most advanced way of communicating in the language. Four-character expressions. So each individual character, let's take them. The first character is chong, as in chong bai, to worship. So 我崇拜科比, I worshipped Kobe Bryant. Or 我崇拜C罗, I worship Cristiano Ronaldo. The third character, mei. Mei is in words related to flattering or flirting. So, for example, mei yan is to wink flirtatiously. I'm not going to try to wink here because it will come across the wrong way. But so mei yan is to wink. So, chong, to worship. Mei, the third character, is to flatter. The second character, yang, means ocean. So, an old-fashioned word for a foreign devil is yang gui zi. So, it's related to things foreign. And the fourth character, wai, means outside, used in words related to things that are outside or foreign. So, for example, 外国人, foreigner, or 外地人, someone from a different city or town. So, 崇洋媚外. So, how did this become a thing in Chinese culture? Well, there is a famous quote that is often misattributed to Lu Xun, the famous author who we've discussed on this channel a few times, but he famously said, 中国人从来就没有把外国人当人看。以前是当畜生，现在是当皇帝。
中国人从来就没有把外国人当人看，以前是当畜生，现在是当皇帝。
So the Chinese have never looked at foreigners as equals. In the past, we looked down on them as animals. Now we look up to them as emperors. So this is something that was said in the first half of the 20th century, during what is now known in China as the Century of Humiliation. 百年国耻。
百年国耻，百年国耻。
百年国耻。So this was the period between 1840, the first Opium War, when the British first started taking Hong Kong, and 1949, when the communists got to power. Anyone who has lived in China as a foreigner, this was a popular book that I bought just before I left China. It's called, in English, it's called Don't Be Shy, Just Say Hi. And the Chinese title is 与老外交朋友, How to Make Friends with 老外, foreigners, a slang word for foreigner. And the underlying assumption in this is that foreigners are different to Chinese people. Make of it what you will.